Hey everybody, Andy here. Just some updates for all of you on September and this new programming that we have switched to. So I broke down some of the heavy lifts that we're doing this month, some of the named workouts this month, and a couple other topics to talk about so everybody understands how the programming works and how it flows through the month. So first off, these are the heavy lifts that we're hitting this month. Those are your max effort lifts. We have two types of days. Actually more than two, but two main lifting days: max effort, ME, or dynamic effort, DE. So you're gonna notice those days with the max effort are very low reps, very heavy weight, probably 80+% of your 1 rep max, and typically under 5 reps, a lot of times under 3 reps or less. So these are the lifts that we're gonna be hitting this month. We have bench press 3 times this month, shoulder press twice, back squat twice, snatches twice, and cleans twice, different versions of those. And the other things there, we have one time this month. You're gonna see some of these dynamic effort days still have those lifts, but they're gonna be at lower percentages and higher volumes. One thing also to point out is that you're gonna see upper body and lower body days. That's how the conjugate method works. But when we adapt it for CrossFit, we have to be a little bit flexible, because on an upper body day, you're still gonna get some lower body movements. They're just not gonna be the emphasis for the day. With compound movements like these, really every muscle's working. We're just trying to tilt the scale towards upper or lower body. And the reason for that is based on recovery, right? If you have programming that's well-rounded and constantly varied and has all the things you want, but you're hitting the same muscle, 6 times this week, it never gets its chance to recover if you're hitting it with intensity. So we want to make sure that we rotate that intensity between muscle groups so that we get the proper work and rest, and then you get the biggest gains, least amount of injuries that way. So that's important to know for upper lower body. You're still going to get other muscles involved there. All right, these are the named workouts we're going to hit this month. When I program, I try to make sure that we've got normal CrossFit represented in our programming a little bit. So some of these workouts we maybe haven't done in a long time. There's workouts with the girls' names. There's tribute workouts. There's all kinds of different workouts. But this month we're hitting Angie, which is a very old school classic CrossFit workout, very much a benchmark workout that we haven't done in a long time, and I want to start bringing some of that back. We have an open workout. We'll try to get one of those in every month, maybe more as we get closer to the open. We've got 2 hero WODs, Hollyman and Mannion. And then we have it's 9/11. We're gonna do the 9/11 tribute WOD that we've done in the past. So that's your named workouts. Try not to miss those days when you see them on the schedule, because that's how we track our progress, or kind of see where we're at. Those are the tests of the month. Also want to go over general warm-ups. So you're going to see that there's a generic warm-up listed. Sometimes it is tilted towards the work you're doing that day, but mostly these are pretty basic, just overall full body warm-ups. And then I leave it really up to the trainers to get more specific than this, and they have a lot of flexibility also to do something a little bit different. But these are good general warm-ups, especially if you're doing some of the work just by yourself, or you want a basic warm-up. If you're doing your own thing, you can always use that general warm-up. So that's the plan for September. It's all set. I'm working on October programming, so I always appreciate any feedback on this stuff. But what I'm going for is a very well-rounded month of training. CrossFit's represented, powerlifting is represented, Olympic lifting is represented, all the conditioning and metcons and endurance are represented. You'll see a lot of that obviously on Wednesdays. Grinder Wednesdays are going to be your longer workouts, 30 to 40 minutes, lower weight, but and lower intensity, but for a longer duration of time. So you're also going to see that on the weekends with our classic HIIT class on Sunday, and then what I call GPP, general physical preparedness, which is just kind of another word of saying kind of basic functional movements. Those are usually put together in either a longer workout on Saturdays or maybe 2 medium-sized workouts. And the more variety we can get on those days, the less it plays into what we're doing during the week. So our goal with Saturdays and Sundays is really to not introduce things that are going to make Monday and Tuesday difficult to accomplish. So that is the plan for September, and I just wanted to share it with everybody. It is loosely based on the conjugate method. You can do research on that. The conjugate method is a powerlifting protocol, not a CrossFit protocol, but when I got certified in that years ago, I realized they were really onto something with how they structured their work and rest intervals. And so I've had a good experience over the years doing this type of training. So that's what we're doing right now. So any questions, let me know.